what are the essentials for building a leadership culture in an organization? What do you think?
Beautiful question. I think this has been debated a lot, especially in the last 2 years where things have changed. While we would look at learning culture, definitely leading by example, as you rightly said, from people who are there, inspirational leadership, or speaking and practicing some of the core values, or fostering today, especially a desire to learn, because we're talking about a lifelong learner. And I'm proud to say there are a couple of presidents in our organization who even now try to do certifications in technology, and looking at them, it becomes a pride for the team also to go back. And so they don't want to stop by. I mean, they see the leader and they try to emulate the same thing. So I guess this is another one great thing that one would look at while the leadership culture is really coming up. Another thing is, I feel in today's world, especially, we are looking at either remote or hybrid working. It may not be the same as before, of course. And promoting a culture of recognition is very important. Even small things when people are alone, it's not like you're in a team where you suddenly come back and announce something. People are, you can see visibly others are happy or clapping, and those things are one part. But when you're alone sitting in a laptop in a corner at your home and working, I guess this is much more important for a culture of recognition. That encourages, as you rightly said, about the shared vision and wanting to be belonging to that entire culture, which is ever changing, I guess, because of the technology as well. The other thing is, people have started looking for more meaningful work. It's not just about, I finish my work and there is a satisfaction. So leaders definitely need to understand and connect with the business on the larger picture on, why they are working. For example, I would say from a learning perspective, I've often heard this even in the past, a learning coordinator, oh, that's a junior most type of a job. But if you really look at it, they are the backbone, because right from the beginning till the end of a program, they're the people who are really running it. So if you really look at it, that's a powerful job per se. So when they understand that they are contributing so much towards the job, the way they approach the job itself changes. It's no more just an activity, but it becomes a passion. So I think that satisfaction comes in from meaningful work, and it also helps in that ownership and accountability. So these are things which I guess is all connected when it comes in. From a leadership perspective, I'll also mention that I was reading articles from, some of them have these World Economic Forum has come out with some of the leadership. And I completely agree with those top 10 attributes or competencies that a leader should have, starting with analytical thinking and innovation, or active learning and learning strategies. Because it's all personalized. So some people like a video mode, some people like reading, some people like to interact. So based on that, how do you create those opportunities for people, multimodal delivery as well as content, critical thinking analysis, or creativity, especially in this world of, it's not just about innovation, but how to do things in different manner. And I guess that's one thing I've heard some of our leaders speaking during the meeting, saying that, 2 years, there are salespeople who said we never thought that we can actually close on a deal without meeting a customer face to face. But today, everything is connected. Recently, there was a small learning module that we were coming out with. And someone was just trying to tell us about what we need to do. And it was all done in minutes. So they said, wow, this collaboration of technology is really good. So you find that people may not have thought or may not want to believe that something is possible, but they've gone leaps and bounds when you look at it from that end. And of course, like you rightly said, there's a social influence also that you learn today. Knowledge it's really a knowledge explosion in every term that we would say. And therefore, there is a lot of things that you learn, not just from your colleagues and peers, but also from the industry. While you're interacting or maybe participating in some of the seminars or conferences which are there. There's also the technology which is getting designed for, if I were to look at learning within the organization, what is best today maybe I have a lot more tools today than what it used to be before. It's more from an experience rather than just a learning part of it.
Mhm.
And I think most importantly, people have learned a lot of resilience, patience, and how to manage stress. I think that's one key thing I would say. A lot of us must have gone through a roller coaster journey of ups and downs with the pandemic. But I think that resilience has really, really come into supporting people for especially thriving in that ambiguity situations which are there. And the other would be, yes, reasoning or problem solving, which really takes it through an outcome. I think there's a lot of outcome driven which has come, not just the outputs which are there. I think
Mhm.
these are some factors I do believe that a leadership culture, if you have a right leadership culture, it's easier to implement some of these concepts, or people seeing them can really come out and emulate those leadership attributes.